This is going to be so awkward for anyone who watches the other one on the replay. We'll see if anyone rolls in. I don't know what the hell that was. I don't even know if I fixed what was wrong. Meanwhile, my group chat is going off. What the heck? My friend got an air fryer that she can fit a whole rotisserie chicken in. Oh, you can hear us. Okay, good. I don't know if it still sounds staticky. Oh, no more static? You sound better? I don't know what the hell I did. So maybe it was worth it in the name of science. And Kara's here now anyway. When in doubt, unplug something and replug it in like 5 times. So, I wonder if the wire was just loose. Who knows? I also got water in the meantime, because my throat's hurting. Not from anything panicky, but because I'm talking a lot, and I normally talk to nobody, so 2020 really is just 1975 and everything's Atari. That's what my IT department tells us to do. Haunted wires. All of the above. Haunted old wires. So yeah, what were we talking about? I don't even remember. Lacie, what is your necklace? Very pretty. Thank you. This is a slice of a geode that my friend Sabrina gave me. Shout out to Sabrina. And in the middle is a little piece of dangly quartz. She gave this to me as like a going away present when I was moving, and I love it so much, and I wear it constantly because it's very special. It's just like a slice of quartz with some more quartz in it. Job going okay. Job is interesting. I like my job. I like who I work for. I like my coworkers. I like everything about my job, except that it's happening during a pandemic and things are changing because of the circumstances, and that makes me very nervous. I'm going to leave it at that. But there is a part of me that's nervous that everything good can be taken away from me. But I'm also that kind of person where I assume that I don't deserve good things and that everything will be taken away from me eventually anyway. So I'm trying not to catastrophize everything because Matt says that I have a habit of doing that. Oh, don't even get me started on the access to PPE thing. But I also know that people need it more than I do, so anyway. But like I was saying in the beginning of the other live, I get to look like this at work, which is very nice. So, and nobody has really been like, hey, knock it off. Also, I decorated my office like it's Halloween, and I've gotten several compliments on it. So, also happy about that. Gotta look at the positives. My anxiety does that to me too sometimes. Yeah, I know. I'm always, even in normal circumstances, jumping to the worst case scenario. So even though things are changing up right now, I'm trying not to panic, and I've been reassured by management that it's not the worst case scenario, but it feels very scary. But I'm also someone who gets terrified of the unknown very, very easily, so that's awesome. Halloween office, 198 days to Halloween. Yeah, I like having my spooky office. And also, I have my 2 little Retzko pops. I have like my normal Retzko, and then I have my like death metal Retzko, and my background is Retzko on her computer because it feels very like it feels very relevant to my life right now to deal with the stress of your office job by singing death metal karaoke at night. So I relate to Retzko a lot. Everyone who doesn't know what I'm talking about, go on Netflix and watch Agretsuko, Aggressive Retzko. It's a Sanrio anime, but I'm not even an anime person, but it's adorable. Whole premise is she deals with the stress of her office job by singing death metal karaoke. It's exactly what I said. It's amazing. It's a quick watch. All the episodes are like 15 minutes. Watch it. You'll feel better. Your office sounds amazing. I think I just got blessed was a very laid back boss. Like, she's a very good boss and she takes care of what she needs to do, but she's relaxed where you don't need to be so serious. And all of my favorite bosses in life have always been that way, where they get shit done. They're the first person to help out when they have to help out, and they're qualified, but they also don't sweat the small stuff, which I appreciate because I'm a hard worker, and I think my boss knows that, I hope. So, so far, so good. I feel very lucky. Retzko is so cute. I got a t-shirt from her. Hot top with I used the pajama top. My wallet's Retzko. My pop socket's Retzko. I love her. Halloween isn't a day, it's a lifestyle, 100%. It's really cool because I've talked about my friend Danny before. She sells like spooky antiques and like curios. That's her thing. That's what she like. She's like an antique kind of person, but that's her specialty, is like weird antiques. And I have all these vintage Halloween decorations that she gifted to me, and I put those up in my office, and I have little jack-o'-lanterns up and like some skulls up. I have like a sugar skull thing that Matt got me for Halloween last year that I put up. And then one of my coworkers gave me sunflower duct tape. So I have these accents of sunflowers. It's really cute, actually. Does she have an online store? I'll give you her Instagram, because I think she does her selling mostly off of Instagram now. If you go on Instagram and type in Witch Fingers Antiques, Witch Fingers Antiques, all one words. I think she might not be selling right now, just given the circumstances, but you can see her stuff. You can see actually the Halloween decorations that I'm talking about. She has other ones. She has like funeral curio stuff. Like randomly after I moved, she mailed me some like toe tags. Not ones that have been used, obviously, but just like stuff like that. So she's the best. Danny also gave me, you can see this is a vintage Halloween mask that Matt actually bought from her store for me for Valentine's Day, I want to say. And I put it in that frame. And as you can see, that's my backdrop. It's the thing that I take all my Instagram photos on. So Danny's the best. She's my wife. She has cool stuff. Yeah. If you like the spooky kind of stuff that I like, you'll probably like the kinds of stuff that she sells. But anyway, she gifted me all these Halloween decorations, these vintage Halloween decorations, and I put them up in my office, and they actually seem to be a hit. A lot of people thought they were very cool. I wish I could hug you right now. Today my anxiety was through the roof, as well as the catastrophic thinking. I felt perfect during and after running errands. You helped me so much. Oh, I'm glad that you feel better. I really do. Was it you that posted the cute Belfry? I don't know what that word is. Let's Google it. Sorry if I'm being ignorant. A part of a bell tower or steeple in which bells are housed. Ooh, I don't think that was me, but that's cool. Danny also gave me a really cool piece of like a relic. It's like a piece of like an old cathedral door that was carved into a cross. Really cool. Was it you? She has some interesting things. She has really cool stuff. She also has cool stuff that she hasn't posted on her shop yet that I know of. Following her IG now. Also wanting to go antique hunting now. Oh, I miss like walking around stores. Would you like my scroll skull? I gotta give it back to nature. Give it to you. I mean, I still have my box of skulls that I have yet to go through. So like, I'm good for now. If you want to return it to nature, but. Hugs to everybody. Air hugs. What's being talked about? Whatever we want. Spooky Halloween things. But we can talk about whatever we want. I want to get a deer skull and turn into a headdress. I do have deer skulls in this box. One day I'll go through this box. One day I'll go through the box of donations. That's this box right here. This one's empty. This box up here. I don't know if Emily's in the chat, but that's all makeup that has to go to Emily. That I was planning on giving her like last weekend. I was supposed to go to New York City with Hannah like last weekend to see Teresa and Emily. That clearly didn't happen. So when that does happen, Emily, if you're watching, this is all makeup I'm giving to you. Itty bitty skull. Okay, itty bitty maybe. Ooh, jealous. There are plenty of dead deer in my area, but I don't want to deal with that. All of my skulls, I say this every time we talk about skulls, but they've all been ethically sourced in that nobody was murdered for home decor in this house. So one day I'll go through my kids' several schoolwork boxes. The only thing that I haven't unpacked in my house yet is this box. Now there's more Halloween decorations on top of it because I wasn't sure what I was bringing to the office, and I opted to not take these because these mean too much to me. But I took a lot of other things. I took a lot of skulls with me. Billy's back. Hi, Billy. And then, yeah, one of this box, this Teddy Blake box down here, is all stuff that I've decluttered from my collection that has to go to Project Beauty Share. And then this one's empty. They were both filled at one point, but then Georgia made me send a bunch of stuff to Glambot. This is where my lights go. This is an antique cranberry scoop, this spiky thing right here. That was always in my grandmother's house growing up. But that's really it. That's like everything else in my room is actually in my house is actually like put away and nice. This is just my office is kind of chaotic, but I'm chaotic. Lacie, you should do a spooky makeup collab. Give me more ideas. Is there a collab in the works there? We were just going to go to New York to hang out in New York. So, and I wish, like, I wasn't going to go home for Easter regardless, even if, you know, the world wasn't doing what it's doing right now. I was originally, because Matt had to work on Easter, I was going to spend Easter weekend with, like, Hannah. But, I don't know, I'm sure everyone's Easter got fucked up. Lacie, do you follow Tyler Thrash on Instagram? I think he enjoys playing collections, art, and spooky stories. I do. His stuff is amazing. His Instagram is amazing. Do I regret it? No. No, it's true. I do think they undervalued me by like 1,000%, but have I done a plant tour? No, I haven't really done a tour of anything. This is like the most I've shown off of my space. Because I kept, like, saying, oh, it's nice out and my house can get together. Now, if I were going to do a house tour, I'd have to seriously clean. Because, like, right here even, there's all stuff out. My coffee table is destroyed. My kitchen island is all, like, dried pasta. Because I don't have a lot of pantry space and we stocked up on pasta. Before we understood if, like, we were going to be able to go to stores or not. Like, when all this shit was first happening and everyone was, like, freaking out that they might not be able to go to the store. Excuse me. That was disgusting. But when we were all freaking out that we might not be able to go to the store, we stocked up on, like, pantry stuff. But I don't have a lot of pantry space. So now that's just, like, in my kitchen. Just have to, you know, deal with that. So maybe if I have some time to, like, clean, I really want to tackle, like, the moldings that are all over my apartment because they're all kind of dusty and need to be wiped down. I need to do my floors. I need wood floor cleaner really badly. I'm very particular, like, when people see my space, I want it to be perfect. Like, before Georgia came, I tried to make everything as nice as humanly possible. So, I don't know. I would feel bad showing you my space right now because also people would judge me. But when it comes to the plants, also with the plants, there's been a lot of adjustments. There's been a lot of things moved around. Like, up here is my Pelea peperomoides, or it's also known as, like, a UFO plant or a Chinese money plant because the flowers, or not the flowers, the leaves are perfectly round. That had to be moved in here because it needed the better lighting and it's kind of bouncing back. This aloe plant, this has had such a recovery. This used to be a much bigger plant and a much bigger pot, and then we accidentally knocked it over and it ripped itself out of the plant, out of the pot, and lost all of its fruits. So I stuck it in a little teeny pot in soil and ignored it for months and months and months. And it finally grew roots and grew all these, like, new leaves. So this aloe plant made a huge comeback. Anyway, this is a parlor palm that is not doing great right now. It needs to be repotted so badly. It does have new leaves. It needs to be repotted so badly. But I can't get soil right now. So the thing with the plants is, like, I want them to, I don't know, I'm like, they're all kind of just doing things. Oh, if you can see right here in my Monstera Addisonii, I had to put on a bamboo stake because it was just, like, going everywhere. And I know that they like to climb, so I'm letting it climb right now. And it's so much happier now that I'm letting it climb. Georgia's saying my apartment looks nice. Thank you. Lacey's apartment blows mine out of the water. I've had a lot of apartments. My first apartment looked like shit compared to Lacey's. Thank you. Oh my gosh, I tried so hard. Because I said this to Georgia. I didn't want my first apartment to look like my first apartment TM, where it's like your decor is like posters and liquor bottles, because everyone I know in my life, their first apartment looked like that. I really wanted my apartment to feel like home, like immediately, and I wanted people to feel comfortable here. So I worked really hard to make it nice. How am I out of water already? I bought 2 of the Revolution Pro palettes because I saw them on sale and they're gorgeous. Aren't they? Oh, there's so much makeup I'm excited about lately. I'm like looking around. My vanity is chaos. Because I just... Oh, you can see my box of makeup down here. My box of Pro palettes. Oh gosh, I didn't realize that was down there still. I need to redo my cart. My cart's over here. My makeup cart. Someone left me a comment that was like I should do an updated makeup cart tour. I definitely should. I need to put some of the stuff from my birthday haul on the cart. It makes such a difference to love the space you're in sometimes. Something to look forward to when I eventually move on my own. I definitely worked really hard to make this place feel like home. I really want you to do a review and swatches for those. I need to just make videos. You said that and then Logan ratted me out because I did that. Beer bottles and wine bottles. I mean, liquor bottles and decor can be cool. Like, I've seen people do cool things with, like, candles and liquor bottles, or when you're able to, like, sand off the tops and make cool things out of them. But I feel like every dorm I've ever been in was, like, video game posters or movie posters, and then just, like, I don't know, like, what's, like, a very college liquor? Like, Smirnoff bottles on shelves. I have a wine bottle and a beer bottle in my room as decor, but I also have plants and bugs. Hi, Sandra. I've already been doing this live for 17 minutes. What time is it? It's 9 o'clock. I need to look into that. My aloe plant is suffering from too much water. Yeah, I only ever water my aloe plants because I have another one in the other room. I water them when they start to look like they're losing moisture. I don't know how else to phrase it. But it's a succulent, which means that it retains a lot of water. So when I notice that the leaves are kind of like, instead of being plump and full, they kind of the edges start to curl in a little bit. And if you squeeze them, you can feel that they're kind of like soft and not as firm as they could be. That's when I give it water. But any other time, just ignore the fuck out of it. Anything that's a succulent, like I just watered all of my cacti for the first time since like last fall because I just had ignored them all winter. So anything that's like a succulent kind of plant, I ignore for as long as humanly possible. Definitely Smirnoff. Yeah, that's like a college alcohol. That and like Jägermeister. Ugh. Smirnoff, so evocative of underage drinking. I have vivid memories of like pre-gaming at the train station with Smirnoff before going into Philly to like hang out at Dave & Buster's or whatever the fuck we did in college. I have a wall hanging that says everything is going to be okay with a skeleton on a beach with a martini and a coffin. I need that. Winter is their growing season, so they need more water now. I've been really good with the watering lately, and everything in this space has been responding very well. So whatever I'm going to keep doing. Ugh. Here in East Tennessee, we've had a couple storms. I need to bring it away from my cats from the straw, yeah. Here, Smirnoff is too expensive for college kids, so it would be like a cheap bottle of Pisco or rum. Ew. After the third, I just discovered drinking for reals. Hey, I mean, I'm not here to also condone, like, overly consuming alcohol or anything like that. Drink responsibly. I'm not condoning underage drinking, blah, blah, blah. Nor am I saying I ever participated in underage drinking. I've always only drank liquor legally. But... So I'm not condoning anything. But if you're a legally biting adult who can legally purchase alcohol, I do not recommend buying Smirnoff. Schultz Cactus Plus is the liquid fertilizer I use. I'm like afraid of fertilizer. I'm afraid of burning my plants. But I should look into fertilizer. A lot of things need to be repotted. The second I can get my hands on potting soil, I will be so grateful. Because I've had a maranta in my living room propagating for like 2 months, and it needs to be planted, but I have no soil, and I'm afraid that I've blown it, and now when I do replant it, it's going to depend on water too much. So I need to get soil so badly, but it's not worth it. Two baby bottles of wine on the floor. I can only drink on the weekends now because I have to go pick up Matt at night, and it sucks because I wish I could come home from work and immediately crack open like a beer or a cider. Hi, Alex. Alex is here. Hi. I get too much pine still because of me and my seedling phase that's still going on. I used to drink Passion Pop in my starving artist days. Oh, look at all those happy plants. Hello from Australia. Hi. Oof. What time is it? It's almost 9 o'clock. I'll probably do this for like 10 more minutes. That seems fair. Then it'll be like an hour on the one half of the live. And then a half hour on this live. We'll call it a day. Tonight's the first time I did that because work is insane. People are buying seeds like it's toilet paper. I think a lot of people were probably like comfort gardening and comfort planting and comfort home gardening. I wish I could be one of those people right now because I do really like taking care of my plants, and this needs to be repotted so badly. It's so sad looking. Oh my God. But I should never have put it in a clay pot. That was my fault. It needs something that can retain moisture. But there's a lot of things in this house that need to be repotted. I've failed everybody. That's the first time I did that. Oh, wait, we just read that. The sales of organic seeds are up 200%. I believe it. Especially like at my parents' house. They have a very lovely garden. And I would give anything to be stuck in their garden right now. Growing your own food is trending right now. That makes sense too. I've noticed a lot of people are making bread right now. That appeals to me. If anyone has any final thoughts, because I actually really want to take my makeup off and take my jewelry off, and I need to pick up Matt soon because we've been sharing a car, and that's a whole thing. So I currently have the car, and I have to go pick him up from work in an hour, and then I have to immediately go to bed. I'm planning on making some raised garden beds. Gotta go. Great chatting with you. Thanks for the live, Lacie. Thank you for hanging out with me. Also, some good bread recipes I can send your way. I do love bread, so my parents have been planting like crazy, and I'm jealous. What's for dinner? I already ordered from the vegan deli in Troy, so I'm good for dinner right now. But tomorrow, I want to make like a chicken chickpea curry kind of thing, like maybe something that's in the slow cooker for a while, and then I want to put that on rice because I want like a comforting spicy thing for the weekend. So that might be something that I make tomorrow. But I don't even have a recipe. I'm just gonna wing it. Book recommendations? I like never read anymore, so I'm a terrible person to ask. I'm so sorry. I recently repotted my snake plant and split one of the new growths into a new pot, and it did not like it. I'm trying to leave it alone, but those yellow leaves make me sad. From what I understand, snake plants really like to be root bound, which means they like to be in a pot until they absolutely cannot be in it anymore. They thrive in that. So I hope it bounces back soon. It should, though. They're very resilient. Chickpea curry is bomb, especially with coconut milk. Yes, I want something very warm and spicy and saucy and like over rice. That's such a comfort thing. Like anything that just like sits in a sauce for hours and then ends up on rice. Amazing. Chef Kiss. Oh dang, I thought about bread in my stomach growled. I might need to go make dinner. On that note, to let Feffy cook dinner and to let everyone get back with their night, I'm cracking my back, so I should go. Thank you all for hanging out with me. I hope you're staying safe. I hope you're staying well. I hope we're all remembering to not torture ourselves with external stress that we don't have to worry about right now, because there's plenty of things to worry about right now. So things like dumb people on social media, not worth stressing about right now. Take care of yourselves. Do things that make you happy. Be lighthearted. I'm participating in makeup very lightheartedly. I'm watching lighthearted stuff on TV. I'm trying to just be mindless with my free time right now. And I think there's a lot of stuff going around social media about like making sure you're productive during this time. Absolutely fuck that noise. Be lazy right now. Like, if the most you can do is just get up and get out of bed, that's fine. It's not the time right now. Just take care of yourselves. Take care of yourselves by any means necessary right now. Just be safe and be well. On that note, I love you all. I'm going to get even more water. I'm going to take care of myself that way. Thanks for hanging out with me. Bye, guys.